Hey Scorpio, welcome to your late October reading. Happy birthday to any of the Scorpios from here on out till November, until we meet again. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for previous watches. I have been on a bit of a spiritual hiatus, a little spiritual vacay, but I'm back and I appreciate all the love. So now Scorpio, oh my gosh. So I'm setting up and I didn't even get to sit down and get into my meditative session, and my guides are insanely all chatting away all at once. And about quite a racy subject too. They were talking about sexual magic is basically the whole thing. I heard very clearly, awaken your ancient lover. And I was like, whoa, this is going to be a reading and a half. But what better reading to have this with than Scorpios? You are the most deep, sensual lover of the zodiac, but I'm hearing that you've sort of stepped away from that for a bit. Or you're not having an experience that meets your depths is what I'm hearing as well. I don't know if you've had it in the past or you've never had it, or it's something you want to experience. Sorry, this is bugging the crap out of me. Where was I? Back on track. ADHD mind. So what I was hearing was, and this doesn't have to be with a partner, is what I was hearing as well. So I'm like, oh, well, that's a great message for all the people that are single. Way to give them home. But they were saying this kind of sexual manifestation can be done alone, and it can also be done through orgasm and deep breathing, and it's sort of like being in a meditative state but sexually heightened. And they're saying with your partner to do this as well, like they're saying, or anyone you may be sleeping with. And okay, one thing at a time. Okay, so with the partner, 2:22, I just looked at the timer. So if you're seeing twos, this is your message. So if you're with a partner, they're saying bring in eye contact, try and send energy out through your chakras. So you kind of want to get a flow going through all your chakras. So that could come from breath, and then you want to bring it down and back up and through the breath, but through your partner. And the same thing if you're going solo, you want to sort of be cycling that energy through your chakras, up to this one as well, not just the mouth, but so, and also they wanted me to say orgasm, especially for a female, opens you up to source, it opens you up to the universe. So during meditation, that might be something you want to do as you get into meditation. There's so many things coming in, but it's definitely something to look into, because I feel like there's a part of you, there's a void in you, and you're not sure how to fill it. And they're saying this is the route. I'll start pulling and I might get some more linear type messages because it's all coming in at once. They're also saying that this is a form of self-love. And I mean, naturally it's a form of self-love, but it's a form of connecting to yourself for self-love. 7 of Swords has come up first, and I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot for anyone who wants to know. They're saying you've been hiding from yourself, and you're almost hiding this part of your sexuality because, and for some it may be through sexual trauma, through childhood, or just upbringings, religious upbringings, but they're saying it comes with a level of shame for you because you haven't in the past met partners that you could go to these depths with, or you've had partners who were very stoic in their sexual practices, and you kind of felt silly going to these depths. But they're saying it's time to stop hiding away from yourself, or hiding that part of you. And shame, they're also there's so much, Scorpio, there's so much coming in. They're also saying that shame has a really low vibration, and they're wanting you to pull yourself out of that because it's affecting your manifestation, it's affecting your abundance. Okay. Let's go with another card. We're already 5 minutes in and I'm only one card down. Let's go. Well, that was a chunk. Death, yep. It's time to put an end to the mask. And it's also time to come to that space of stepping out into who you are, but fully, with everyone around you. I feel like you may have already sort of started to try this, but then there's aspects of you like this sensual side of you that you've been holding back. They're saying 2020 is the year that you are you. I've just realised I didn't put my phone onto aeroplane mode, so fingers crossed we don't get a call. It's not that popular. But it's Murphy's Law, you know? Here we go. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That's telling me Spirit has been pushing you to do this for a while. And you've sort of been feeling that... I'm hearing that you've been feeling this rise of... like root chakra energy, sexual energy, but you weren't really sure what to do with it. And you may have been fulfilling it like sexually in all those type of ways, but you were coming out of it sort of still feeling that lack and you weren't really sure what it was. And they're telling me this is a more cosmic sexuality. This is the energy of creation. Queen of Cups. And this is you, Scorpio. This is you showing up in your reading. This is going to help you also tap into your emotions and share. If you do have a partner, this is going to help you share at a new depth. So if you're in a space with your partner that you feel like there's a void between you both, this is the void. And I know I'm really harping on about this and you've probably clicked off or about to click off if this isn't interesting you, but there is someone out there who needs to hear this message. Okay, we're going to go 4 more. They're not going to shuffle. We may just... pull from the top. Sorry if I seem a little scattered, Scorpio. Sometimes when like all my guides speak at once, the energy gets a bit much and I get all hyperactive. Here we go. We've got 2 more. King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So that's telling me that your partner, while they're filling your earthly type of needs, and it's nothing to do with their sexual skill. It's more that they're not going into that depth with you. So you may be stepping into the bedroom in that space, or could be in the past, in that space where you're like, I really need to connect to them on this type of level. And they're coming in sort of in the old paradigm, and they're coming in like, yeah, let's get it on, I'm going to please my partner, and they're working hard to do that, but you're getting essentially a Page of Cups rather than like a King of Cups. And they're telling me that if you start connecting on this level, they're going to meet you there. It's not even something you have to have an awkward conversation about, or even a conversation that might lead to an argument, because they're saying if you do bring this up, your person is going to feel like they're not satisfying you, and they're not going to hear you with what you're trying to say. And this isn't what you're trying to say at all. I'm hearing you're very satisfied physically, but you need to sort of reach that depth. But they're saying just jump into it, and their soul will understand your soul's language, if that makes sense. Okay, 8 of Swords. I'm hearing that for some of you that this may have made you... It's manifested into your relationship or into your sex life in the past as a relationship that's unfulfilling. And Spirit's telling me why some of those people might not have been your people. This was the reason for it. They're not reaching those depths. And if we know anything about you, Scorpio, it's that you are most comfortable in the depth. And if you don't have that depth, you don't feel as connected to the person you're with, which is making you feel like, oh, maybe this isn't my person, I'm not reaching these levels. Some of those people may have not been able to reach those levels, and that's why you're no longer together. However, if there is someone in your world that is very important to you, they are capable of reaching those depths. You have to make the first move. And I heard random random quote, but I once heard Dr. Phil many years ago, I don't watch him anymore, many years ago, when I was much sleepier, say, what did he say? It only takes 50%, be better if I could quote this. Let's say a relationship's 100%. I won't quote him verbatim, but I'll say 50%. It only takes 50% of the people in a relationship to take those steps to make it work. So if you put in this work, you'll find your person will just start to match it naturally, because that's what happens with vibration. As we lift it, the people around us will lift too, and if not, they'll move away. But I don't think that's the case here, and I'm definitely not hearing that from Spirit if they're pushing you to sort of work towards this. Once again, I'm so sorry for the jittery energy. I have a lot of Spirit around me at the moment. Someone needs this message. Okay, we've got one more from this deck, and then we'll start clarifying with the Spiral Tarot. There we go. Okay, Page of Swords. It's clarity. It's clarity, and it's also telling me that once you step into this place of you, 1111, so some of you may be having a twin flame connection, but once you step into this clarity, one, it will tell you whether you're in a twin flame connection, but two, they're just telling me that the reason we're harping on about this is it's just going to create that aligned, it'll align you, which will align everything else in your world, because as within, so without. So once you're in this space, it's going to work externally as well. They're also telling me that it's going to balance your chakras. Like, this is just going to have such a holistic effect. It's insane. In fact, I'm going to start doing it. Like, I'm taking this advice. They're saying if you're confused by what, like, sacred sex is, Google it. Google it and look into it. It's less physical and more being present and being in the moment and connecting up in that aspect. Okay, let's stop harping and let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. First one, Seven of Pentacles. It's basically what I was saying. As you start planting these seeds, you will see growth. And at the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So this is for people who are probably single. It's taking time out to get to know yourself on a physical level, on an emotional level, and really get to know your soul. Like, I know we spend a lot of time saying, who are we? You know, like, who am I? I feel like this might be a question you've asked yourself a lot, and the reason you're not finding these answers is because you're sort of getting to know your meat suit, and they're wanting you to get to know yourself on a soul level. Okay, Death. I'm starting to get a real past life energy from the Death card, and I'm wondering if some of you were high priestesses in past lives, so you may have used sex for healing at some point. Ten of Wands. And I'm still on the subject, but it's the burden of trying to reach these depths is getting too much for you, and it's almost causing you to put up a wall. Like, I'm looking at this wall in the background here, and it's really standing out to me. It's, oh, my leg's going dead. It's causing you to put up a wall because you're just feeling, you're almost feeling hurt by this lack of connection or lack of union almost, and it's doing the opposite effect of your essence and your regular state of being is to be emotional and reach these depths. You're almost trying to cut that off so you're not feeling the pain day to day. Okay, we are clarifying the Eight of Pentacles with the Princess of Cups. I'm also hearing it's time for you to extend your cup as well, Scorpio. There is a few of you, and this is a very specific message. This isn't for all of you. You may be single, you may be in a relationship, but you're sort of, you're protecting yourself is what I'm hearing. You're very much in a state of protection. It's come in so strong. That's actually for relationships and to be in that, oh, now my other leg's dead. Oh. To be in that state of protection, the only way you've known to keep your heart from breaking is to stop being so emotional. They're saying find that balance. Find that balance. Pick your battles wisely. So choose the things that you do want to be emotional about and get emotional about those, but don't cut it off altogether, Scorpio, because this is your greatest asset. While you may feel at times it's a curse, it's actually not. It's your asset, and it's what the people around you love about you most, even if they're not appreciating it as they should be. And it's a skill. Like I'm mostly fire and earth, so I envy people who can reach those emotional depths. Like it takes me, and I'm saying this as a joke, but I have to hop on one foot and sacrifice a small child. And, it's an effort for me to get into those emotions. If you live there, that's a blessing. Okay, speaking of emotions, Queen of Cups, let's clarify that one. We have that with the Three of Wands. You have been waiting now for a while for your ships to come in, for this person or for your person to come forward, or for the person you're with to step up and sort of create these depths for you or meet you there. You feel like you've done your part and it's now their turn. And I understand that. Spirit's saying just before you give up, give this a go. King of Pentacles. Now I'm seeing your person as much less emotional than you. They may be an earth sign, or they're just really shut down from who they are, and from reaching the depths you need them. I'm also hearing crystals too. So if you want to load your person up with, I'm hearing clear quartz. Maybe just, a sneaky, I bought you a gift. Okay, we have the the Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Where did I see the page? That is interesting. Okay, the Five of Pentacles. That's that disconnection we've been talking about. These cards are coming out really literal, so I hope it doesn't sound like I'm repeating myself. And the Hanged Man. This is telling me that you need to go within yourself, Scorpio, to save what you have. The Five of Pentacles, it's definitely worrying that your relationship isn't going to make it. And for some of you, that your person's not coming in. I'm hearing some people just think, well, this is it for me now. Maybe my person's not coming. This is how I'm going to live the rest of my life. Cut it out. Spirit's saying, cut that shit out. Spirit's saying, try this. What have you got to lose? And vibrationally bring your person in, and vibrationally bring your already person, if you're in a relationship, up to your level. Spirit's also saying, don't go down to their level to make your relationship work. Bring them up to yours. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Wow, 18 minutes, Scorpio. We are getting on. Okay, clarified with the Magician. And that's what we're asking you to do. By we, I mean me and my team, is to create the magic within you, within your soul. Tap into your soul. Your soul is all-knowing. Once you reach that space where you're tapping in, your abilities are going to skyrocket or open up at the level you're used to and at the level you will be comfortable with. So don't worry that you're going to do this and suddenly, you're going to see a room full of spirits. It'll always come in at what you're ready for. But if you have been trying or you're feeling blocked, this is the magic that will open you back up. Okay, Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups. You are the person that is going to that's going to lead the way vibrationally. You will be leading the way. Your energy is going to be like the Pied Piper. You are either going to be open to a lot of opportunities after experiencing this, or you're going to be raising the vibration of the people around you. Okay, Page of Swords, the Sun. With clarity. comes happiness. Okay, Scorpio, let's go. What I'm going to do now is the Romance Angels Oracle, and we'll get some clarity from there. This is interesting. This is very fun. I'm going to go back and watch this. Reconciliation. I feel like this is less to do with your partner and more to do with you. Like you're going to be meeting yourself for the first time. Which is why that Hangman's probably come out as well. You might want to just do you for a little bit. You know, it's exciting. It's meeting someone new, but it's meeting you. Chemistry. That's what you're going to be oozing, I feel, Scorpio. Just oozing that there's magnetic attraction. Which you already do. I find I always can pick a Scorpio after, even sometimes looking at their picture, there's just a about Scorpios, you know? That may work in your advantage as well. And we have free yourself. True love. And deception. They're all wearing masks. Take off that mask. Allow yourself to be the sexual being that you are. Okay, we're going to round this up with just some clarification. These ones are a bit harder to shuffle. They're a bigger deck, so I'm going to just lean on over here and get these shuffled. Okay, we have Three of Cups. This is a celebration. You are going to be going out, getting more social, seeing friends. You're just going to feel fulfilled. Like the energy I'm getting once that Three of Cups come out and it showed me where you guys are going. I just see like a boss woman, but not hard, like sensual and sexy and fun and the life of the party and interesting conversation. It's just all coming into one. Okay, one more shuffle. The universe. You're going to be opening up to your soul purpose, what you came here to do. It's all coming into one. Now, I didn't mention any signs you may be dealing with, but they're all out here. I think the world is your oyster, is what the cards are saying. Knight of Wands. I always find the Knight of Wands to be kind of a player energy, but not player as in breaking hearts player, like sort of basically what I'm saying. That's that fiery, sensual, sexual type of knight. And he's riding in there with no fear, and that's what you're being asked to do. Do this without fear. And if you do feel fearful, step through that, step out of your comfort zone, because that's where the magic's going to happen. Okay, Scorpio, I'll see you soon. And I'm sorry, this is a little late. I'll see you soon for your end of October reading. Until then, have fun. Mwah.